Hey guys, so today I'm gonna do a quick little video on how to make amazing white rice, my style. White rice is, well, when it comes to my white rice, I have just a little bit more flavor than most people. White rice is typically a starch or like a rice or a side dish that you cook with something, and the flavors are they're not supposed to overpower whatever you're cooking. So in that case, like today I'm making bacalao. But I still like flavor in my white rice. So I'm gonna show you how I accomplish that and what I do with my white rice. And it's actually a pretty quick recipe. So let's get into it. So really quickly, we'll get into the ingredients. I have my favorite basting oil. I have salt, pepper. I have a half of yellow onion. And I would usually have butter, and I just fell out on the floor because there's like no butter in my refrigerator. I usually keep butter, but I usually would have butter, but guess what? This country crock, I can't believe it's not butter. Whatever this shit is gonna have to do. But I usually do butter, and I even like the Irish kind too. Before I used to get the ShopRite kind, but then my girlfriend was like, girl, get the Irish kind, it's even better. So, a little bummer that I don't have the butter, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use this instead, which is the crunchy crock. And then I have 2 cups of rice here. Now I already washed this rice, and there is a little water left still in the rice. You can see, like, it's not, the water does not come above the rice, but it is moist. So I'm actually gonna take this, and this is a trick that I've learned from my grandmother, is I'm gonna put this in the microwave for like a minute. Okay, so now I took the rice out of the microwave. It is warm to the touch. The water is still in there, it has not evaporated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my onion to my little oil. But before that, I'm gonna put a little bit of oil. So this is my favorite Wegmans basting oil. This shit is amazing. I can't even begin to tell you guys. I'm gonna do about maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of that. This is really just, it's called Wegmans Organic Basting Oil, sunflower oil, garlic flavored herbs. What more can you ask for in the cooking world, okay? I mean, what more can you ask for? I'm also gonna add I just chopped up my half an onion, and I'm gonna use my black power or my black piece Afro pick spatula that I got from No Kid Hungry at Williams-Sonoma. And you're gonna let that onion cook into that oil. Let it create, let the heat transfer. Let it live in there. That's the rest of the onions. Let it live in there. Let the heat go through there and all that. At this point, before the heat is living with the onions and all of that in the pot, at this point I'm going to put the rest of my water. Remember, I do 1 more cup of water than I do rice. This is 2 cups of rice. I already had about a 1/4 cup of water in there when I warmed it up, so I'm only going to add 2 3/4. And correction, I said this was February Cuisinart. It's actually Martha's store, and I got it from Macy's in the clearance section for like $3. So shout out to Martha. So I'm gonna add this in there. Maybe that's why it didn't really do so well, because like once you get to the bare minimum, like it doesn't come out. You have to flip it over. Alright, so now that my water is in there, my onions are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and add my water and my rice. Dip back in there, get some of that, because you want all of your rice in there. And just keep doing that over and over again. Until you get your rice. Look, I didn't make too much of a mess. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my pepper. Nothing too crazy. And my salt. I forgot this shit doesn't work. I've been meaning to return this shit to the Serlotab. This expensive Le Creuset salt shit does not work. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. Like a pinch so my husband doesn't have a heart attack. This is like regular kosher salt. Not kosher salt, this is Key Food quality plain salt. Actually not kosher. The kosher salt is in this bitch here, but she's too fucking bougie and expensive that she doesn't even want to work. That's enough to piss me off. I have nice Jacobson kosher salt in there. And I forgot to add my butter. At this point I'm gonna take, well, not my butter, my vegetable spread. I'll take like a big ass tablespoon of it. Just toss it right in there, let it live. And we'll be back when they come to a boil. Okay, so pretty much the rice is coming up to a boil. I walked away for a little bit because I just realized that I have to go to my mom's house and do her makeup for an event she has to go to today. Yeah, that's me. Makeup artist, chef, husband, retail worker, therapist. What else do I do? Tax preparer. Lots of things. I'm the real Olivia Pope. So if you ever need any kind of services, hit me up. But no, as the rice comes to a boil, you're gonna move it around with a spoon. In this case, I'm gonna use my spatula, so I don't have to dirty another spoon. And you kind of see if the butter or the fake butter is kind of like on the top. That's good, because it's gonna give it some kind of color. Not even color. I don't want it to give it color. I just want it to give it buttery taste. Like, it's kind of like some fat ass white rice. Not the white rice you're gonna get at the Chinese spot, for sure. So, addressing the half of onion, I never, again, and I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but you know, I've only been seriously cooking for about 2 years now, and like I said, rice, you have your days, and my comfort level with rice from like a 1 to 10 is like a 6, 6.5. So I still do have my days. So if this rice comes out good, then you'll see this video. If not, you won't see this video. But the onion came from conversation between me, my aunt, and my uncle, and we were talking about, you know, comfort Puerto Rican food. And one of my most comfort Puerto Rican foods is rice with a fried egg over it, or rice and corned beef hash. And he said rice with an onion in it. And I was just like, oh, okay, that must be like, you know, some really good flavorful rice. So ever since then, when I make white rice, I put a half onion in it. And it really does give it gives it a kick. You know, it gives it some kind of flavor that again, it's not your little container of rice from the Chinese restaurant. So it's going to pair well with what I'm making today, which is bacalao. And with any Spanish dish that I make, whether it's chicken or whatever it is, the onion really complements everything. And I really am grateful for his tip. So now you actually see it's coming to a boil. I'm going to move it around. Again, oh, that's my biggest problem. I touch it too much. I really should not be touching it. But I do that with everything. I do that with like everything. I'm always touching shit. Even my poor hairstylist is like, why are you always putting your hands in your damn hair? Leave it alone. But I'm going to not touch it again. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let the water evaporate, and I'm going to put a lid on it. Okay, so pretty much the water is completely evaporated. I'm going to take the fire and put it all the way down to low. That was from, well, the heat. That was on medium heat. I'm going to put it all the way down to low heat, and I'm going to put a lid on it. I'm going to move it around one more time. Just like a fold over. Already touching it before the steam. It has great taste and it's at a good consistency, so I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it. Okay, I'm making a mess. So I'm gonna leave it like that. And I'm gonna put a lid on it, and I'm gonna leave it alone. And I'm gonna be back with it. All right, so pretty much I take my lid off. The rice is pretty much done. I'm gonna do the final turn. The consistency is great. Not too much stuck to the pan, but that's the way I made this rice. That's kind of like, it's okay because I use so much oil and I use a lot of butter. Again, it was a fat ass rice, but the consistency, let me get a spoonful. And you know, you should always let it sit for a second. It's fabulous. It's not soft, it's not too hard. It's the perfect consistency, so I'm really happy with this rice. I'm gonna turn off the fire. And you know, I like to take it off the burner. And cover it. Let it sit. Thanks for watching.